I'm just going to move my phone so when it rings, it's not right in my ear for me to look at it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Aisha Jamila Bangura. I'm the Shabby and Shaz Creations, and welcome to another episode. I want to first apologize that this is the first time in years that I haven't done a live on the 4th of July. So work just got to me. That's all. Work just got to me. There's no excuse. Work just got to me. No excuse. So I figured I come today. So I'm going to do a couple of lives. I'm going to do a live now, and we're going to do a noon live. I'm sure me and Storm Monroe. So some of you guys that are storm chasers, be ready, and we're going to do a live at noon. I'm going to put a package together for the storm chasers that I'm not going to put on this live. So in other words, I'm forcing you to go watch the other live. Does that make sense? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Happy 4th belated. And I want to tell you that we that are here, we're all foreigners. When we're there, we're all foreigners. I don't care how you got here, how you get, if you're not a Native American, we all foreigners.
Yeah.
So I have no idea to talk about this. This was in my plans, but I'm going to talk about it. Because it's independence, I know a lot of people look at me and say, okay, she black, she African, she Lebanese, but she's here. So I am here. And I also want to talk about a couple of myths that we have in our communities about other races and other tribes. I don't know why the conversation came up in my head, but that had nothing to do with what I came on to do. What I came on to do today was to do my special and out and talk about skincare and what I wanted to talk about skincare. I am very honored and privileged to be in the US because without them, I won't be here. Number one. Number two, I'm also honored to know that my ancestors are black. I'm really, really honored about that. I'm also honored to know that my father's side, they're Lebanese. That is my heritage. Nobody can take it away from me. I can't even take it away from me if I wanted to. It's in my DNA. That's what makes me. But I also want to know that I've developed a family that I'm in love with. And I want to talk about that family. My Habashana family, we're all Africans, so I know I love you, right? My Nigerian family, African people, I love you all equally in here. I do. But I've also fallen in love with some people that I work with that are Black Americans, that I'm in love with. I really am in love with them. And I fall in love with some Hispanic people that I work with that I'm in love with. And I fall in love with some white people that I work with that I'm in love with. I'm not talking about just today. I'm talking about the duration of the time that I've been in the US. I've been here since I was in my 18 or 19 or 17, I don't remember, till now. And I'm in my late 50s. So I'm in love with all these people because they have played a pivotal role in my life. So I wanted to talk today to each and every one of you about stereotyping. My African people, I know we are workaholics. My Caribbean people, we're workaholics. And my Black American people, you guys don't like to work. Some of you guys love to work and work excess, but that doesn't mean we don't care about you. That doesn't mean we don't love you. That doesn't mean we can't coexist. So as we stereotype you guys are also stereotyping us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure I explain that a little more so we all hear what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
When I used to work in a nursing home years ago, the Black Americans would talk behind our backs to say that we don't like them. And we would talk behind their backs that they don't want to work. And so that was a little thing that went on till one day I'm a blabbermouth, and I just blabbed it out like, everybody's right. Don't kill me before I explain. Everybody's right. Because in each community, in
Yep.
each denomination, in each tribe, in each skincare classification, in background classification, there's the ones that don't want to work,
Yep.
then there's the ones that are workaholics.
Yep. Across
Does
the
that make
board.
sense?
Yep.
So why is it that my listen? You guys don't know it, but I think my camera is going out of focus and in focus. But as I tell you guys, you get what you get. This is me. So I wanted to touch base in that. And I also wanted to touch base on the fact that I don't care what religion you are, God said that's forbidden for you to do. Okay? Don't judge people. Don't classify people. Don't assume about other people because the word assume makes the ass out of you and I. So stop assuming that because she's African, she's this. Because she's Black American, she's this. Because she's white, she's this. Because she's Hispanic, she's this. If you cut me, don't I bleed?
Same blood.
So I want us to stop. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but it's been in my head for the last few days. Maybe because she said something the other day that just really didn't sit well with me and it's still not sitting well with me.
Mhm.
I have worked for all kinds of people and I've experienced all kinds of people. And I think that's what makes a beautiful nation.
Yeah.
In my book, I don't care what color you are, you're my sister. I don't care what color you are, you're my brother. And if you're around me long enough, I'm sure I've passed that vibe over to you through here.
Mhm.
Because I believe that me and you have a connection, which is the human connection. So the rest is up to how you perceive me. But my goal is to whatever that perception is, and I don't do this intentionally. But once you're around me, you're going to know that I'm a beautiful person inside and out. Because my perception is to make sure you know that God lives through me.
That's it.
Yes, I'm a Muslim. So who says because you're a Christian and I'm a Muslim, we cannot be one? I grew up in an environment in Sierra Leone that we celebrated Christmas and they celebrated Eid. All my friends will come over my house for Eid, and I will go over their houses for Christmas. That's the environment that I was raised in. I was raised in an environment that it took a village to raise a child. You guys say it, but I've lived it. That's how I was raised. Don't you dare want to go try to mack a boy around the corner from the house thinking your mama ain't gonna see you. One of your aunties is gonna see you and drag you behind all the way home and tell. Try to do that in the American environment, someone's gonna kill you. But that's the environment that I was raised in. That my mama didn't need to be there for me to behave myself. My papa didn't need to be there for me to know that everybody and their mama is watching me as I go down that street with that boy that I'm in love with, or I think I'm in love with, that I'm trying to play house with. Does that make sense? So I want us to stop judging people.
Please.
I want us to stop judging people. Yes, I'm an African. Yes, I'm a Muslim. Yes, I love people, but that doesn't make me a bad person. You haven't even given me the chance for me to prove to you that I'm a loving soul that you haven't met yet. So we have to stop doing that. So I just wanted, I don't know why I brought it up, but I just wanted to bring that up. And you're my channel people. I don't care how people complaining about all of us, me included, African people. I love each and every one of you from the depth of my soul because I believe that without you, I won't be flourishing.
Mhm.
Well, let me take that back. You number two.
Mhm.
Without God, I won't be flourishing. Because he has to ordain and destine
Right.
things, and I have to
That's
pray
right.
towards that for him to elevate me, for you to come in my life. I pray for each and every one of you on a daily basis,
Yep.
and this is my prayer every morning. Just in case you guys didn't know, let me say it in front of you. Yeah, Allah, glorify your name. There's not a deity worthy of worship but you, Allah. And if I break that down into English, let me say, Lord, I thank you. I glorify your name. There's no other God worthy of worship but you, God. There's only one God. I don't care how you call it. If you believe that you came here for a reason, you're here for a season, and without him you cannot breathe, then you believe in the same one God that I believe in. I don't care how you call him or what you call him. Does that make sense? So let's stop judging because he is the only one that can judge. He's the only one that can say, let it be, ain't gonna be. So why are you talking about me and saying that, oh, she's an African, she's a Muslim, she's a this, she's a that, she's a that? Don't forget that you're committing a sin. Let me bring it to your face. You are committing a sin just from the act of doing that. That is a sin. Okay, so I don't want to commit the same sin. So I want to apologize if by any way, form, or shape that I've hurt you today. I'm sorry for what I'm saying, but the truth has to be said, and I need to say. Now, once I'm apologizing to you, I got a bigger man that I got to talk to. Yeah, life, I've said anything out of the way that I've committed sin through you. Please forgive me. Okay, because you're a forgiving God, and you're a true God, and you're a loving God, and you're a kind God. So I ask his forgiveness. And for the rest of you guys, happy Monday, happy 4th of July, belated to each and every. Tima, to me, that's for you. You need, I mean, you just need to forgive me, to me. Your sister is so busy that she ain't even got time to call family, and that's the truth. So everybody gotta forgive me. The phone calls have gone down. I don't have time to socialize. By the time I get out, I am sleeping. I'm tired. I don't want to talk. I'm being honest. Even my own poor husband, he must be thinking, where did my wife go? But when I have been put in a position to scale up this business, that is all my focus is right now. And by the time I finish the spa and get, oh, did I, guys? I'm being so rude, haven't I? You guys meet Miss Ray? Because some of you have and some of you haven't. Well, hello, meet Miss Ray. Miss Ray is the head esthetician here and also the spa manager here at Shaz Creations. I'm trying to, yeah, you guys know I love power, right? I love to be in control of Shaz Creation, but I cannot be one Shaz Creation, the shabby and Shaz Creation. So we're going to find other people who are also behind the Shah of Shaz Creation. Does that make sense? So I need to start dedicating work, and I need to start giving other people a chance to come in and help me run the business. So of course you guys know Miss Cynthia, the office manager, spa manager, but she is Miss Cynthia's boss, and then I'm her boss, and Mr. Bangor is my boss. Does that make sense? We got this? Okay, good. Now, for the people that are here with us in the US, each and every one of you, we have to be grateful to be here. We have to be thankful to be here. People fought for that independence that we celebrated yesterday. We are fighting every day for a better life for our children. We didn't come here for us. And I want, and some of you guys that don't know that, you better know that. We didn't leave, our parents didn't fight to struggle to bring us here because of us. They brought us here for a better future for generations to come. And some of us have come here, made mistakes that we really regret. Like I'm one of them. I've made mistakes that I really regret. I wish I could turn back the hands of time, but that's how God wanted it. So I always appreciate Him for what I'm going through now, and appreciate Him so that I can grow and be a better person tomorrow. That is my goal every day. I want to be a better person tomorrow. Okay. So that said, I wanted to make sure that we that are here appreciate that fact. And we're having children that are Americans. We are Africans, but we're having children that are Americans. So may God make those children realize where we come from and the struggles that we've gone to bring them here so that they can appreciate what they are born into. We take things for granted in the US. We really do. We forget after we've been here how much struggle it is. I wasn't raised where I had to look for water because we had everything provided for me. But I'm sure at one point in my time in Sierra Leone, I had to look for water, even though I didn't physically have to go. We had people, staff that would go look for that water, but I had to wait for that water. So we forget these little things as turning the faucet on and let the water flow, as going into a shower and don't have to wait to cool your water in a bucket to let that water flow. And we are here and we're still ungrateful, me included. We're still ungrateful. We forget the little things that make life so wonderful that we are here in the United States. So we have to be grateful for each and every one, for the people that fought before us to get to that freedom that we so freely enjoy here. Freedom of speech, freedom of action, freedom to love, freedom to learn, freedom to educate, freedom to just be able to be free in the land of liberty, the pursuit of happiness. We have to be grateful for those things. So for the people that are fought together here, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide for them in their grave, provide for their generations unborn. Because that is the goal of us being here, is that we can provide for generations unborn. And in Islam, that is the prayer. You don't pray for you. You pray for the ones that are gone, then you pray for the ones that are ahead of you. Because that generation that's coming is the legacy that we want to leave for our children, and the legacy that our names will follow. Does that make sense? So that is my prayer for each and every one of you on this 4th of July that we celebrate. Now I've been getting a lot of comments about the heat Global warming is upon us. I don't care if you believe it, you don't believe it. It is here. It is final. It is true, and it is happening. And if you're a Christian, it says in the Bible, there's going to be times that you're going to want to wonder where the heat is. I don't know if God is trying to tell us that when you come to me, that's how you're going to be hot. If you committed a sin, I don't know what he's trying to tell him up there. I ain't going to judge him. I ain't going to try to predict what he's trying to tell us. But I'm just telling you that global warming is here. And that said, I'm into skincare, and I've been getting a lot of complaints about skincare, about the heat, about the ray, about the this. So I wanted to touch base today about skincare routines in this heat that we're going through. Um, it was so hot the other day; it was 98.9 degrees, and it wasn't just hot; it was hot and humid.
It was.
So that's two things that really we should start taking heed to. And for some of us that have elderly family members, you should be checking up on them a lot, because some of them don't have ACs in the house or don't want to turn it on because they're trying to save energy. We need to be checking up on the elderly. So I just wanted to throw out there before we get into to skincare. So heat and sensitivity to your skin is what I wanted to dwell on today. Okay. So who doesn't love the feeling of those first ray of sunshine after finally packing away your summer, your winter clothes, your sweater's been put away? Although although when summer sets in, so too do the heat, the UV ray, and the air conditioning, which can all make our skin feel extra sensitive. It's not all doomed and gloom, though. There are ways to manage your skin that will feel and trigger to the start of the heat wave that we're coming towards. And this is very important for a lot of us that are of in biracial color, white, ethnic color, whatever your color is, you need to protect your skin. Period. That's it. We all need to wear sun protection. So we're going to get into that, okay? So the heat, feeling hot and bothered. We hear you. Hot weather increasing, water loss from the body, leading to dehydration. And I had a client come in here the other day, and I was doing his facial, and I was telling him that his skin is so dehydrated, and he said, "But I drink a lot of water and I shower." That was his excuse, right? And I'm looking at him like, no, that's not where I'm going with this. But so I gave him a hydration facial because I saw how dehydrated his skin was, really losing water. Because as soon as I cleansed him and dried his face, I started seeing little dry patches of skin all over. And then, I mean, it just, it was cracked underneath the microscope, and that tells me right there that that he needed some form of a hydration treatment, right? So you know, we feeling how we bothered. I hear you. The hot weather increases water loss from the body, leading to dehydration. This can cause skin to feel irritated, red, dry, and so makes you feel to make sure to hydrate your skin and to keep the water level topped up on your skin. Summer heat tends to mean more sweats. Our oil glands are open. Our skin dries up faster than you can hydrate it. First of all, you're losing water from the sweat that you sweat all day. Don't forget that. So as you're losing water as you sweat during your course of your day, your skin also needs that hydration. So your skin get dehydrated in the mix of all that. And when dead skin cells mix with this excessive oil and sweat, it's called acne breakout. I know. And a lot of you are going through that, and I empathize with you. I really do. Because I break out too. Yeah, last week, a week, 2 weeks, I showed you guys how I was breaking out. And I am still breaking out because, and I'm not breaking out this time because of the heat. I had a lot of candy the other day. I was just craving it. I'm human. I don't got perfect skin. Nobody does. But we try to maintain our skin so we can get to perfect skin. So all these leads to breakout. Our smart summer skin sensitivity and switch to a summer skincare routine, or at the start of each season, hydrate your skin, keep your skin moisturized, and don't forget to detox, and don't forget to exfoliate. These are so important in your skincare regimen. Okay, so we talked about heat. So now let's talk about sun. We know too much sun can damage your skin, moisture barriers, leading to loss of elasticity, dryness, and even premature aging. I'm going to say that again. We know too much sun can damage our skin's moisture barrier, leading to loss of elasticity, dryness, and even premature aging. I don't know about you, but I know I don't want to age. I don't know about you, I don't. Well, I know he's up there and he says you're gonna age, but I would like to age gracefully.
That's right.
I would like to age without you guessing my age when you see me.
Right.
So I don't want you to look at my face and say she must be 60,
Right.
she must be 50.
Right.
I want you to start thinking like most of the girls that come here, most of the people that come here, they think I'm in my 40s. So I feel complimented by it because I am in my 50s. So you don't want to look your age, you want to grow gracefully, okay? Dryness and even premature aging, it doesn't have to feel hot for your skin to feel the sun's damage effect. I need to let you guys, let me say that one more time so we can get that.
Yes.
Because a lot of my clients that come in here, as soon as I mention sunscreen, this is what they tell me. So let me just go back and say that sentence one more time. It doesn't have to feel, your skin doesn't have to feel hot to feel the sun's damage and its effect.
Mhm.
Not because you're working as a nurse or you're working as somebody that's always indoors doesn't mean you're not getting sun damage.
That's
So
right.
let me make sure I stress that. Because some of my clients will say, well, I don't need the sunscreen. By the time I leave my car in the morning, the sun is not up yet. I jump in my car, I go to my the sun is out 24/7. My people, my family people, the sun is out 24/7. Okay. So let's don't forget that. The sun is out 24/7. All right. The ray can reach through the glass as you drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Even at home when you're sitting in the house,
Yeah.
in an office space, the sun can come through the glass. So don't forget the SPF for your skin. You know, it's a roadmap. You have to use it. There's no ifs and buts about this if you want good skincare. I know there are people that come to me and say, oh, my skin is always perfect, it's been perfect, and I'm still not using sunscreen. Baby girl, ain't gonna last for too long. Sunspot's gonna creep up on you.
Yeah.
Forget about cancer.
They're always coming.
So there's too much discoloration, pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, melasma, acne breaker. All these are very, very important in preventing that sun damage to your skin.
Yeah.
All right, spending summer by the sea. Lucky for you, water can mean double trouble for your skin. Did you know that? You think being in the water was good for your skin,
No.
right? What being close to that water can be double trouble for your skin. Bouncing UV ray into your skin twice as fast.
Mhm.
So when you're on the beach and you in and out of the pools, you in and out of the water, swimming on the beachfront, you pushing UV to your skin twice as fast. Okay, I didn't say this. Go look it up. American Association of Dermatology. I go to the best one I want to research. Okay, it doesn't have to feel hot for your skin to go through these damages. All right, so keep slapping on that SPF. Lastly, don't save the SPF for the hottest moments. Use it as a routine. If you have it in a routine, then it doesn't matter what time of day it is, you know you're going to put your sunscreen on, right? And last but not least, you know that sunscreen doesn't last but a few hours, right? Few
Right.
hours, 3 hours maximum. There's no sunscreen that's made on the face of the earth that will last all day. If it did, you won't be having sun issues, correct? Okay. And so slot one into your everyday routine and reapply regularly throughout the day to stay sun savvy. All right, so now that I've said that, I wanted to talk about air conditioning. A very short thing about air conditioning. Air conditioning, an instant for us because now we're coming from the sun. We're like, oh yes, finally. Not so good for your skin. All right, an irritant for your skin. When you go in from a heat and come to the AC, your body doesn't really get time to cool off. It's a fast cool off that helps to dehydrate your skin and makes your skin more sensitive. So in and out, hi beautiful. My shower moisturizer has spent. Mary, let me understand. I don't get it. What you trying to tell me? This is an Instagram question.
That's SPF probably.
My son, my beautiful lady, my shower moisturizer has spent. Elaborate. Maybe there's a comma. Maybe there's the rest of your sentence coming up. So you want to make sure that you're careful when you're in and out of ACs. So you still got to protect your skin, regardless of. So people say, "Well, I wasn't AC." So
WA Business Audio.
I'm just gonna decline that call. That's my family members calling me. I'm just gonna take it. SPF. Do I need more sunscreen? Mary, yes. Okay. I think I just said it. I don't care if your moisturizer has sunscreen. It only lasts for 2 hours, maximum three. So you still have to reapply sunscreen. Yes, you still got to reapply sunscreen. Can I say something? And you guys don't hold me to it. All the new moisturizers that I've been making have sunscreen in it, but I still apply sunscreen after I put it on.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I still reapply for. She'll tell you
Yeah.
when we go
She does.
outside and I come back in, I'm wiping down, I'm reapplying because you know why?
Every
I
time.
got terrible skin, so I gotta make sure I stay ahead of the game. And how will I look coming to talk to you and my skin all jacked up? They be like, mm-hmm. How come she look like that? So based on that, I have to work extra hard to
Yeah.
get my skin looking way better so that when me and you guys are having a face to face
Yeah.
and you look at me and you're like, okay, she can do it, I can do it. And my skin ain't that perfect either. I got flaws in my skin, but because it is so well kept that you don't see through the flaws. But there is. I can point them all out. She's talking about, you see right here?
I forgot you can see me.
Right here. I got flaws right here. That's been driving me crazy right here. I'm serious. I get melasma because I'm biracial child. So I am always fighting melasma. I can't stand that nonsense, but I gotta fight with it because I know that if I don't, I can't maintain it and it will take over my face.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure I say that. So now stress and sensitivity. Who is not stressed? I don't know about you guys, because I know I'm stressed. Every so often we go through stressors. Stressors are not good for our bodies. And they're not good for our inside. Can you imagine what it does to your skin? People think because I'm stressed, it doesn't affect your skin. It does affect your skin.
Yes.
Everything you go through affects your
Yeah.
skin. Stress, both friends and foes. Sometimes when things are feeling a bit much, our skin can feel the sensitivity and flare up during stressful time. Acne people, bumps, razor bumps. Um, and I'm gonna tell you this: people break out more and get irritation when they stress because there's not enough of your hormones circulating to go to your face to relieve the stress when you stress. So when you stress, your face gonna know that you stress. Okay. While you may not be able to avoid all stresses all the time, there are some simple ways to help manage some of the effect that it has on your skin. So, what happens when your skin is stressed? In a nutshell, stress is a physical reaction where certain hormones like adrenaline and cortisol increases in your bloodstream. Fight or flight mode is incorporated. I'm sorry, I got it sometime put in the psychology that I know. You know, flight or fight. Nurses, you know that, right? When you're going through stress, that's why if you guys see when they're chasing somebody and all of a sudden people say, I didn't know she can run like that.
Right.
It's because your adrenaline is so high. God made that defense mechanism that when you're in fear, oh, you guys need to go watch this show that I'm watching on Netflix. You gotta go find it. It's called wait, no, it's called the brain. Oh God, I forgot. My body and the machine within. You're not gonna believe this. Some of the explanations that these scientists have proved, if you're a godly person and you've read the Quran or the Bible, you're gonna be like, yes, you know what he was doing. You gotta watch it because no science can reproduce the human body so it can stay functioning after death. They've tried. So that's what tells you the power of God. When you watch that show, it tells you how fast the signals come from your brain. I love shows like that because it motivates me. It tells you how signals from your brain, like when you see something. Like let's say I just looked at you, like I'm looking at you now.
Mhm.
My brain is sending over 10,000 signals to be able to adjust every word here, everything that's happening, the screen, my background. How amazing is he
Yeah.
upstairs?
Yeah.
How amazing is
Yeah.
he? So you gotta go watch that show. If I got the wrong, I think it is the either the mind
It's incredible.
and the machine within, something like that, but it's on Netflix. And I'm glued to that TV every night when I go home because I it's a series, and boy, is it wonderful! It tells you even how your fingers move. I mean, it is so. Every series is a different connection to your body and what makes that body part work. So, but let's go back to work. You know, I'm a deviator, so I got to deviate when my brain tells me to. That's one of the reasons some of the people that watch my show hate me because it get to the point already. I can't. I was made like this. God made me like this. Okay. So I work for doctors that will give me test upon test upon test where I can't stay focused. But I am a very focused person. But when my brain goes everywhere, and that's what made me a good entrepreneur, I think. Anyway, but anyway, that's all in my, so, but anyway, so when stress comes in your life. In a nutshell, stress is a physical reaction where certain hormones like adrenaline are released into your bloodstream. Once that happens, the flight or fight mode is automatically in works. Okay, here here's where it kicks in. This state of stress, especially if it's constant, can impact our body and our skin in different ways, like causing our muscles to tense up. Have you noticed that whenever you stress, you like, mhm, let's go, be ready. But you know, short people always ready to fight, but you ain't got no fighting. I'm gonna tell you a story. In high school, I had a mouth you can't even think about, and I was yeah petite and yeah short. Petite, I was a size 5 or 6. I was, and but I'll be challenging girls 4, 10 times my size, and blah 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 blah. Meet me by the gate. You be thinking I'm ready to fight, right? And people that went to school, they be laughing right now because they know the story I'm ready to say. So I'll be like, come on, meet me by the gate. You guys don't know why? That's where my father's car packs for us to wait for us to take us home. So I'm like, meet me by the gate. Blah, 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 blah. Meet me by the gate. If you're woman enough, meet me by the gate today. I'll be talking all trash, right? Soon as it's 2:25, I'll be the first person to get out of class, right? I'll be running to that gate and I'll be standing waiting for her to come. And my hands on my hips, blah, 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 blah. As soon as I see the driver coming, I say, come on now, come, let's go, let's go. You think I'm ready? I'm ready. Jump in the car and leave. I'm serious. That's something I did for years. You guys didn't think that was funny? That's something I did for years in high school. So everybody that went to high school, St. Joseph's, all FSSG, Freetown Secondary School for Girls, know that story. Because I used to always be fussing with people because I had a big mouth. But as soon as they say come fight, I say, come on, let's go. As soon as we get to the gate, I'll tell the driver all the time, if you don't come close to that gate and you go park on the other side of the fence, if I get you, I'll go tell my daddy. I used to threaten him all the time. I'll go tell my dad. But anyway, so let's get back to stress on your skin. So in this state of mind where stress is constant, it impacts your body with your skin in different ways, like causing our muscles to tense up. So what then, or what now? Will you Well, you may not be able to avoid all stresses. There are ways to help manage your stress and to manage your skin. What happens to your skin when you're stressed out? For starters, if you're prone to sensitive skin flare ups, acne breakout, these may increase during these stressful times. As your skin, oil, and sweat production all come together, meaning increases acne along our forehead start to show up. Don't you hit that over the foreplace ago? I can't stand it. And then here, and here,
Yeah.
the jawline. I can't stand it when acne does that to me. If you all know me, I've been acne prone from the day I know myself as a child. And I'm still fighting acne. God damn it. What am I going to do? But a good skincare regimen can help minimize all that. So we're going to get to that. So your skin oils and sweat production, meaning increased acne formation on your forehead. High stress level can also mess your skin's barrier ability to retain and fight for itself and to repair itself. So that's where your collagen comes in. That's where your serums come in because they're a protective barrier. They're a barrier to make sure that your skin is getting where it's going to be. Okay. So, and if you don't take care of this issue, you're going to start causing your skin to feel more sensitive and more irritated during the stressful time. And please don't be like me. Stop picking.
Yeah.
I can see you in the mirror. I'm coming to your houses. Stop stressing. Stop picking. We can't help the stress. Well, stop picking. I'm just joking. Okay. How to help stress skin? From Monday to Friday to the deadline of madness, sometimes stress situation cannot be avoided. Sticking to a gentle and consistent skincare routine will help keep your skin feeling balanced when everything else feels a bit out of whack. Another tip, take charge of your stress and make it work for you instead of you letting it take over you. Deep breaths make a big difference to calm oneself down and to exercise your brain powers. All these feel good chemicals released when you are feeling a bit stressed. Last, spend some time with yourself. Yes, I said spend some time with yourself. Take a bath. Try a face mask or go to for a brisk walk. I don't know where. I gotta just go back somewhere. I can watch the clouds. I'm coming to that. And a bit of me time to for something that is really what you want to do. Sometimes we take care of everybody else and forget us. So my me time sometimes is just to go outside and sit on the bench and just thank God for what I have. Just be thankful for what you have, and try to remember. The last thing I'm going to tell you is, my mama used to say this: "Ain't nothing you can do about it." Let me say it again. I don't care what your situation is, nothing you can do about it. So your first point of contact is pray.
That's it.
Say, God, I can't handle what's going on right now. She'll tell you.
Ooh,
And I just do this. They all know, all my staff
Yep.
know. I just do this.
Yep.
I got to woo you to the man upstairs.
Yep.
So I just got to bring it together. And sometimes I don't close my eyes, sometimes I close my eyes. But I really I've done it so much for the last maybe 7 to 10 years that it's become part of me. So when they first start doing it, it doesn't work because you're not focused enough for it to work. So I want you, if it's the first time you want to start doing this, you have to calm yourself first. That is so important. Um, I'm a biblical person. So there's a, and in the Quran it says, if somebody says something that you don't want to address or you think you're going to address the wrong way, you should walk away. Walk away. Don't say nothing. And my father used to say, so satisfied fool, give them their rights. Let them think they're right. Walk away. That makes you a bigger person, a better person. But guess what? When the brain kicks in and you calm down and you can really evaluate the point, you're going to come back and slap them silly. And they're going to be standing there looking like, what? Where did this come from? I thought she forgot about
She
that.
was telling me, right?
Because if you had answered them at that point, you're going to be like this. You don't want to be fighting with somebody that's stupid. So you want to talk to them when your brain is calm, when you have dissected it and you have prayed on it. So when you come to them with a calm voice, you ain't going to be raising your voice like they were. Don't, two wrongs will make you right. So you're going to come down and say, baby, I got to talk to you. And you're going to come real close to them and you will tell them in a whispering voice what you just thought about what just happened and walk away. Say, I'm done with it. So please don't bring it up again. One thing you're gonna do, are you gonna notice? They're gonna say, "Excuse my friend." No, don't say that. My gonna kill me. They're gonna say the S word. Yeah, like. And when are they gonna think about it? When they hit the pillow.
Indeed.
My mother used to tell me the pillow is your best conversationist. So when something is stressing me, I will leave all my stuff. I come in this room and I'll focus on work. One. But before I do that, I like to wooster them. So for people that don't know what I'm trying to say, so I'm going to teach you how to do this today. When something's really stressing and you don't know what to do, I want you to close your eyes. And what I'm telling you, you don't believe this works, it works. Put your fingers together so all your nerves are touching each other. The first time I learned this was through Alien Van Zandt. So after I learned this through Alien Van Zandt, I realized that I read somewhere that Mia Angelou does the same thing. And then I started figuring out, if you guys watch Super Soul Sundays with Oprah, you know that everybody that has money does this because they got sense better than me and you. But they want to keep their money and live longer. So you're gonna bring your senses together to calm your soul. You're gonna close your eyes. If you want to put it up, you want to put it sideways, you want to put it down. But I like to put it up because you can feel in quiet. You can feel all that blood flowing back to your brain. I'm serious. The first time you do it, you're gonna be like, what? When you get it. I'm not talking about just doing it. When you finally do it and you get it and you can feel it, you're gonna be like, what? But if you do that, you can feel all your own nerves, your own body coming down. So keep your eyes closed the first time you do it. You're gonna practice this a long time before you get it. But if God is with you, you might get it the first time. And then so once you do that, your soul is calm and you breathe, and then you're gonna surrender first. And you wonder why you're going to surrender. Because you ain't got no damn control. That's why you're going to surrender. So you're going to surrender to God. So I always say, yeah, Allah, I surrender each and every moment with you, especially this one. Because I don't have no say in this, what you do. I don't know how to lead or guide myself right now. I don't know how to protect myself right now. I don't know how to even watch over myself right now. So I'm going to leave you to guide me and watch over me. And then you release it back to the universe. So that's why I always say that to my staff. And they kind of know what I mean, but they don't really get it. Miss Cynthia one day was so stressed that I felt like she showed her how to do it. So you got to know how to do that. You got to know how to calm your body and release it out. Okay. So that's one way you can release stress. But don't forget to surrender first. The man has to be in front. That's release. Okay. So with all the stuff that I'm talking about, pollution is one of them you got to worry. I'm gonna be because I don't want to do an hour today. I really don't. I've been on for too long. So you got to worry about pollution. This is something you drive in front of somebody. It's pollution. You're going through somebody's yard. This is the summer. Pesticide is on the ground. If fertilizers. All those are all things that are not good for your skin. So you're gonna go through all of that. Hard water. Some of us in the areas where the water is not good for our skin. Okay. So and more of our people are living the city life. You all this comes together to bring your skin to a state that you need to take care of it. So in my conclusion, I really preach skincare regimen. I can't preach that enough. Skincare is not a 1 day thing, it's not a 1 week thing, it's an everyday thing. The longer you invest in good skincare practices, the longer it pays you at the end. Sometimes you don't see the results right there, but gradually you see the results. And because you've been doing it so long, your skin ends up paying you back in your late 40s, in your late 50s, in your late 60s, in your late 70s, because you've incorporated a routine all the time.
Yep.
So routine is not for 1 day, then you stop. A skincare routine is
Right.
for the
That's
rest
right.
of your life.
That's right.
So when you change those good skincare routines, not for 1 day, because people come and say, "Well, I bought one package."
Hmm.
I'll be one time. So thank you. Good riddance. Your skin has been in turmoil all this time. You don't expect it just to put products on it, and because you expect instant reward like that, it is not going to happen. It takes time for it to work. So that said, I know you guys have been crying, complaining for me to put sunscreen in some other products, but I can't do it all in once. I'm a small business. I do it in spurts. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the new glutathione cream. Are we there? And if you come to the bottom, let me see what it tells us. I've added sunscreen to it. Okay. So now I want you to know this is not your 4-in-1. Your 4-in-1 should be put aside using it in the evening. Don't use it when there's sun because it has no sunscreen. So the pearl, these are creams that you want in between for during the day because they have some form of protection. And I've added extra moisturizer, and also I've added hydrating ingredients to them to hydrate your skin during the day because we are going through stresses for the summer and your skin needs to be babyfied. Now, some of you are complaining that I got dark. Who do you think you are? You ain't got dark? Let me show you. Since you want to think chest creation don't get dark, let me show you. Do you see that mark right there? You can't even see it. That side. Oh yes, you can. All right, let me just turn it darker, lighter, because I put sunscreen here. But you have to be close to me for you to see it. I am getting tanned. I'm getting really, really tanned. And you can't see it on the camera, but I am getting really, really tanned. Does that make sense? All right. So that said, when I launch something, I put it on sale. And it doesn't last. I put it on the groups yesterday for 4th of July because I felt bad I didn't do a live. So I put them out for the 4th of July yesterday. So I put them out for, I think, they're normally $100. So let me just finish. So we all know that lotion absorbs a little faster, but this is going to stay keep you hydrated. Creams absorb a little slower, and they both will keep you hydrated. But some people have a preference. I am a lotion person when it gets warm, and then I switch to a cream when it gets cool because I need the heavier protection for my skin. Oh, Instagram people, sorry. So the cream and the lotion, they both the same exact ingredients. The only difference is one is a little thicker than the other. That's it. So I took care of that, right? Okay, good. So now that I've said that, they normally $100. When I launch something and I put more ingredients in it, the price has to go up because I've spent a lot more to make that product, right? So as of now on the website is $100. I've actually, so if you add taxes to it, you had shipping to it. If you're in the US, you're gonna be looking at 125. And for today only, my Cash App is there, my Zelle is available. You can call the front desk with that same number on your screen. And people that are Instagram, people that are on YouTube, on the bio of anywhere I am, my phone number is listed up top. Okay, so you can get this product for today only for $79.99. That's my way of saying that I'm sorry for not doing a live yesterday, that I'm here today, and I wanted to make sure you know that summer's here. You need to change your skincare routine. And for some of you that are losing color, I can't help it. The sun had nothing to do with me and had nothing to do with the product. You have to go down a little in color in the summer, me included. Everybody does. That's just the Lord created us. Okay, so that's it. IG people, I always let you guys go first. You rest people stay right there. IG people, love you from the depth of my soul, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, I'm gonna finish my IG after. I just wanted to stop the live. So I cannot leave without praying for each and every one of us. What's 39.99? I didn't say 39.99. 70 Yvette, I'm gonna come over there and beat you behind, Yvette. 79.99. 500 ml. These ain't small. This will last you the whole summer.
Yeah.
500 ml of cream. 79.99 for each. This or this. This or this. So don't call me and say you had two of them coming up on the screen. So I want both of them for some. No. Yvette, I love you. All right. From the depth of myself, I thank you all for being here with me. I don't like text messages, so call. You know the number. When you overwhelm me with the text, I can't text all of you at the same time. I only have two hands. Even though I have one here, another one here, we can't do it. It's easier for you to just call. A few minutes, take your order, get your questions answered, so somebody else can take over the phone. From the depth of my soul, I thank you all for being here with me. I am so honored and privileged to have each and every one of you as my follower, as my companion, as my family member, and part of my child's creation. May God watch out for you and yours. May God watch out for me and mine. May God protect us when we cannot be there to protect ourselves. May God watch over us when we cannot be there to watch over ourselves. May God watch over our children when we cannot be there to watch over them. Oh, may God watch over our children when we cannot be there to watch over them. I'm telling you, the world is not easy. It's not the same world that we grew up in. And may God protect and guide us all and lead us on the path that He has destined for us, not the path that we choose for ourselves, because those paths might be the wrong path, but the path that He chooses for us is always the right path. May He lead us to the right path, the path that He's destined for us. May we have courage, tolerance, peace of mind to be able to endure what happens in this world. And last but not least, may God send me good employees, good clients, good customers that will appreciate the value that our products bring and services bring to them, that are not complainers. And even when you complain, I'm still gonna love you because I got no other choice but to love you. Because without you, there's no shared creation. From the depth of my soul, I thank you for being here. We don't pay all this buku money for this extra, and you guys don't want to see it. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.